Hello friends, how are you? I hope that you are all doing very, very well. This is a reading about the United States in 2022, May 2022, okay? I have already the cards here because I just did this same video in Spanish. For those of you who don't know how I do these readings, there are 12 positions here. Each position has a meaning, and then I'm going to explain what each position means and also what the cards mean when they are placed in that position, okay? So let's begin with the first one that symbolizes how the United States is perceived from abroad. So how other countries perceive the United States in May 2022. And we have the Knight of Swords reversed. Knights are movement. They bring news, they bring things and advancement in whatever it is that they symbolize. In this case, this is swords, so it's policies, politics, news, but it's reversed. So other countries see the United States as a source of negative information, and communications that are damaged a little bit, that are negative, okay? We know what's going on in the United States right now with the media spreading false information, fake news, the sources talking about fake news. In fact, they are spreading fake news. People that live in alternative realities in which Donald Trump is still the president and the United States is a corporation headed by Donald Trump and his minions. I mean, stupidity like that, and Princess Diana is still alive and she's also there. These people that create an alternative reality and they live in it. So those things are perceived from other countries, and they see the United States as a source of information and news that cause people to be worried. The next one symbolizes money of regular people, and we have Temperance, which is a major arcana. Major arcanas are the cards that have a name here. And they are the most important cards because they symbolize things that come from destiny, that you cannot change so easily. All cards can be changed because we have free will and we can change the future with our decisions. But major arcana are aspects of our existence that are harder to change. So they are more important in a reading. So we have here a card of communications and also a card that symbolizes the foreign world. So foreign countries and places outside of the United States. And somehow these foreign countries or these relationships with other countries are going to bring money to the regular citizen. I took these 3 additional cards from this tarot deck, that is the Hanson Roberts. By the way, this one that I'm using mainly is the Rider Waite, okay? So the cards that I got here, the Queen of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and the Star, all of them upright. So we have the Queen of Cups, that is planning about things that you like. The 5 of Pentacles, that is lack of resources and need of resources. And the Star, that is destiny, basically, things that come from destiny. From above, if you want. So there are things coming from above that are going to help the need for money, okay? So either the war with Ukraine is going to eventually give us money somehow, maybe because there are businesses that are going to be created to maybe make weapons or something like that. Maybe there's going to be new businesses, or maybe there's going to be some money that is going to come from the government for everybody, okay, to help with the need of people created by the Russian invasion of Ukraine, okay, because the prices have been going up and everything like that. So there may be some money that the government gives to people, okay, something like that. But there is some additional sources of money that are going to come for the regular people from abroad or from things related to foreign things. Then the next card is communications, and it's reversed. It's the 6 of Wands reversed. The 6 of Wands is a card of victory, but when it's reversed, it's not victorious. So we know what's going on with the media. They're spreading false information. If you only check or listen to or watch one media source or one type of media source, you're being manipulated for sure. Make sure that you check different points of views, because otherwise the news that come to you are already selected, they're already interpreted, and you're just eating them and digesting them. Whatever it is that you're watching, whether it's right, left, center, middle, check different sources of news. Reliable ones. Don't check just like your neighbor that has a vlog. I mean, you can do that, but that is not a reliable source of information. Check reliable sources of information. Okay. So sources that are not classified as right or left or center, that they are classified more as the most balanced possible. Okay. If you don't like them, don't do it all the time, but just check it every once in a while so that you can get news that are more objective. Okay. This is just my advice so that you don't live in your own world churning around the same ideas that may be false. The following one is the Lovers reversed, and this is for housing market. So selling houses, buying houses, renting houses or apartments, etc. And Lovers is a card of harmony, but it's reversed, so there is no harmony. You know what's going on with houses and the housing market. In the US, we have the big companies, the ones that are in the stock exchange, so multi-millionaire, billionaire people that are buying houses in regular neighborhoods, and they're speculating with money, because when they buy something and they sell it, and there are a lot of people buying things, a lot of rich people, banks and things like that, they make prices go up artificially. And it means that the regular people that live in those places cannot afford anymore to even stay in their houses, because the taxes are going to increase if the value of the land increases. And people that live there and want to get a new house cannot afford it anymore because the prices have gone up. So some people are going to be benefited a lot, and others are going to be damaged and harmed a lot by the market. So it's a market that benefits some people and hurts a lot of people. Okay, it's not balanced. The next card is a card that has to do with education, with public education, and we have the King of Wands. Kings are actions. Queens plan, and kings act on the plans that the queens give them. Okay, so he's putting some plans into action, positive ones, because he's upright. What plans are they? So I asked the runes, and I got cards of need, such as Naudis and Hagalas, but I also got a card that a rune that implies action. Okay, so there's going to be some action related to maybe giving more resources or changing things that come from the past that were not working. If we have uneducated people, then democracy works. I think that it was Socrates that said that democracy only works if people are educated. Because if you have uneducated people, and educated doesn't mean that you have access to university, but at least that you know how to read and how to understand and how to use logic. And if you don't, anything that you're fed by whoever it is that is feeding you information and you believe it, you may be manipulated. Okay, so if you have the right education, then democracy can work. If not, it doesn't work. Okay, so there is going to be something done with respect to improving education or problems or needs in education. The next card has to do with jobs, and we have a card of family. So what does family have to do with jobs? Then I asked Tarot for two more cards. I used this one, the Hanson Roberts, and I got the Four of Cups reversed, that is acting on things that you like, and then the Eight of Pentacles, that is resources, but it's reversed. So it's like lack of resources or things that are not being done properly. So what we have is, with this card of family, is jobs that are going to give the regular citizen time to have free time for themselves. Okay, because if you are working all the time, if you live in a market in which you have a job but you're working all the time, then you cannot go out with your family and spend money, and that is going to damage the economy eventually. So you need to have free time, and good quality free time, because if you have 1 hour free time and you get home and you have to prepare dinner for your kids and take them to bed and do homework with them, that is not quality time. So you need to have a good amount of free time so that you can you can spend money, okay, on time with your kids and with your family. So this is a card of creating jobs that give the regular citizen, the regular worker, free time. Okay, so it's free time. It's time for free time. Okay, so if there is some money coming and then you have a job that gives you spare time, then that's wonderful. And that's for May. Hopefully I'm right about this. The next one has to do with relationships with other countries. This is how the United States is seen from abroad, and this is relationships with other countries. We have an ace. Aces are opportunities. The Ace of Cups are opportunities with things that you like, because cups are emotions, but it's reversed. So it's like there's no chance. So what's happening since maybe 10 years ago, but it's been seen more clearly with Donald Trump, we are, for the first time, in a situation in which the United States can turn into a dictatorship. And this is not my opinion. There is research about that, both within the United States and from outside the United States, that indicates that by the year 2030, if things continue like this, we may be in a far-right dictatorship. So countries are, I think that they are seeing the United States with caution, and they are trying to unbind themselves from the United States and become independent from anything from the United States. Okay, so that tendency is still there. They're not giving a chance yet. They're very cautious about everything related to the United States. The next card has to do with the stock exchange, and we have the Six of Swords reversed. In the Six of Swords, these people are going away from these waters, that are turbulent waters, and they're going to the calm waters. Okay, they're leaving the turbulent waters behind, but when you reverse it, the turbulent waters are on top. So they cannot leave the turbulent waters. It means that the stock exchange market is going to be going up and down all the month, and it's going to be very unstable. Then the next card has to do with immigration and trade with other countries. And the Hangman, which is a major arcana, is a card of thinking but not acting. So there are plans, but nothing is going to take shape. Nothing new is going to happen in this month regarding this. Now the government is here with the Sun. The Sun is one of the best cards of tarot. It's a card of energy. It's a card of happiness. And I don't know what's going to happen with the government, but they're in a very good situation this month. It's like good things that they have been doing are going to shine and are going to be seen. People will have the chance to see the positive side of government. Next one, we have social services, and we have the Six of Pentacles reversed. This is a card in which this rich guy is giving just some small little amount of money to these people, but when it's reversed, it's not even that. So not a lot of investment in social services in the United States. Oh, surprise. The Wheel of Fortune, in this position, we have natural disasters that can happen, or other types of disasters that affect society in general. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. If it was upright, it would be a good period, but when it's reversed, it's not a good period. And I think that it symbolizes that it's not going to be a very good time for natural disasters. There is not going to be just one big thing, that there are going to be many different things happening in different places, like maybe tornadoes in one place, hurricanes in another place, I don't know, there fires in other places. So there is going to be like a lot of stuff going on in different places. Okay. Then I got another card for the virus pandemics that we have. And we have the Page of Cups. Pages bring news, and cups are news that we like because they're emotions. So it means that we're getting good news with regards to the virus thingy. So that's something good. And we may have the chance also, people may be feeling free to go and mingle with other people and go out with them, so they're feeling more safe. Okay. I got these 2 additional cards for the natural disasters, and I got the 7 of Pentacles, which may be crops that are failing because of some weather conditions, and I have also the Moon reversed, so obsession and people worried. So, you know, climate change is affecting a lot of things. Then this card is kind of a summary of the whole thing, and it's the High Priestess reversed. High Priestess, the High Priestess is always handling and considering at the same time the positive and the negative, always both of them at the same time, and together with secret things and secret knowledge that can be used for good or for bad, because this card mixes together both things, the good and the bad, at the same time. So it's a card of obsession, it's a card in which you can go to extremes, and that is what symbolizes the feeling of people right now. People are very extreme in their ideas. They're either pro one person or against one person, and if they're pro one person, they cannot see reality beyond that, and the same thing on the other side. And this is still going to be going on. Now it's reversed, so this is alleviated a little bit. It's a little better when it's reversed, but still is there. Then in the cut, again, we have like an overview of the whole reading, and we have the 5 of Cups upright, and then the Magician reversed. The 5 of Cups, this guy is rich. He's not a regular guy. Look at him. He has a castle here also. He has lands. And he has here 5 cups. 3 of them, he dropped them, and he lost the contents of them. And he's focused on the negative instead of seeing everything else. In this one, we have the Magician that has the 4 elements on the table, so that because he can manipulate them and do with them whatever he wants. We have Cups, that is emotions; Pentacles, that is the material things; Swords, that is the mind and plans and politics and policies; and we have the Wands, that is work, is fire, is creation. But when it's reversed, they fall. All these tools fall, and he cannot use them properly. He doesn't know how to handle them. He drops them. So we have a society that is focused on the negative. It's focused on the extremes, as we've seen. It's a little bit alleviated, but it's still worrisome that this society is getting radicalized. Okay, so that is what we have for this month. We have very good news for regular people, at least when it comes to our resources, so that's good. I hope that this thing happens, and I don't know what the government is going to be doing, but hopefully they will be doing something good with the sun here. So if you like my readings, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. And you can also subscribe for my channel if you're interested in watching more videos from me. And I hope that you have a good job, and especially good money and good health, which is the most important thing. And I see you in the next video. Bye bye.